Cinema Gold Show. I am your host, Larry Elise. This is the place where we talk about movies and TV. The video content industry is huge, and there's a lot to talk about it. I'm your host, and we talk every week about movies, TV shows, and everything under the entertainment genre. The film industry is a synonym of entertainment, family, friendships, dates, and other deep connections between people. Exploring the film industry is like exploring people's hearts and feelings, from the directors to the actors, from the scenery to the music selection, from comedy to drama. With the sponsorship of Poddex and Paramount Plus, I will share valuable content about that industry with you each episode. And today, let's talk about CGI. How did they change the industry forever? What is their importance? What has changed? What exactly are CGIs? And how was the industry before this technology? But before we get into all of that, like I said, I'd like to thank our sponsor, Poddex, for sponsoring this episode. You can check them out today at poddex.com and use promo code Larry21 for 10% off your order. And what is Poddex? That is a great question. Poddex are unique interview questions and episode starting prompts in the palm of your hand. So whether you're a new podcaster or existing broadcaster looking to grow your audience or get more engagement, you're going to want to check out poddex.com. And don't forget, use promo code Larry21 and you can get 10% off your order. Now let's dive right into the life before CGI. CGI, or computer-generated imagery, is the application of computer graphics to create or contribute to images in art, printed media, video games, simulators, computer animation, visual effects in film, TV, shorts, commercials, and videos. The images may be dynamic or static, two-dimensional, although the term CGI is most commonly used to refer to the 3D computer graphics used for creating characters, scenes, and special effects in film and TV, which is described as CGI animation. The first feature film to make use of CGI was the 1973 movie Westworld. Other early films that incorporated CGI include Star Wars, Tron, The Last Starfighter, Young Sherlock Holmes, Flight of the Navigator. The first music video to use CGI was Dire Straits' award-winning Money for Nothing in 1985, whose success was instrumental in giving the process mainstream exposure. The evolution of CGI led to the emergence of virtual cinematography in the 1990s, where the vision of the simulated camera is not constrained by the laws of physics. Availability of CGI software and increased computer speeds have allowed individual artists and small companies to produce professional-grade films, games, and fine art from their home computers. The term virtual world refers to agent-based interactive environments which are now created with CGI. But let's dive into static images and landscape, shall we? Not only do animated images form part of computer-generated imagery, natural-looking landscapes are also generated via computer algorithms. A simple way to generate fractal surfaces is to use an extension of the triangular mesh method, relying on the construction of some special cases of a de Rham curve. Example given, a midpoint displacement. For instance, the algorithm may start with a large triangle, then recursively zoom in by dividing it into 4 smaller Sierpinski triangles, then interpolate the height of each point from its nearest neighbors. The creation of a Brownian surface may be achieved not only by adding noise as new modes are created, but by adding additional noise at multiple levels of the mesh. Thus, a topographical map with varying levels of height can be created using relatively straightforward fractal algorithms. Some typical easy to program fractals used in CGI are the plasma fractal and the more dramatic fault fractal. Many specific techniques have been researched and developed to produce highly focused computer-generated effects. Example, the use of specific models to represent the chemical weathering of stones to model erosion and produce an aged appearance for a given stone base surface. Now, we want to mention our secret word of the week, and that is Marvel. Once again, that secret word is Marvel. Make sure you have them all 4 written down so far, and next week we'll bring in the final word. Be the first to email Larry at cinema-gold.com, and you can win a pair of Raycon earbuds. So stay tuned for that final secret word. And now let's get back into the CGI. Modern architects use services from computer graphic firms to create three-dimensional models for both customers and builders. These computer-generated models can be more accurate than traditional drawings. Architectural animations can also be used to see the possible relationship a building will have in relation to the environment and its surrounding buildings. The processing of architectural spaces without the use of paper and pencil tools is now a widely accepted practice with a number of computer-assisted architectural design systems. Architectural modeling tools allow an architect to visualize a space and perform walkthroughs, quote-unquote, in an interactive manner, thus providing interactive environments both at the urban and building levels. Specific applications in architecture not only include the specification of building structures and walkthroughs, but the effect of light and how sunlight will affect a specific design at different times of the day. Architectural modeling tools have now become increasingly internet-based. However, the quality of internet-based system still lags behind that of sophisticated in-house modeling systems. In some applications, computer-generated images are used to reverse engineer historical buildings. For instance, a computer-generated reconstruction of the monastery at Georgenthal in Germany was derived from the ruins of the monastery, yet provides the viewer with a look and feel of what the building would have looked like in its day. Now let's take a look at the computer animations. While computer-generated images of landscapes may be static, computer animation only applies to dynamic images that resemble a movie. However, in general, the term computer animation refers to dynamic images that do not allow user interaction, and the term virtual world is used for interactive animated environments. Computer animation is essentially a digital successor to the art of stop motion animation of 3D models and frame-by-frame animation of 2D illustrations. Computer-generated animations are more controllable than other more physically based processes, such as constructing miniatures for effect shots or hiring extras for crowd scenes, because it allows the creation of images that would not be feasible using any other technology. It can also allow a single graphic artist to produce such content without the use of actors, expensive set pieces, or props. To create the illusion of movement, an image is displayed on the computer screen and repeatedly replaced by a new image that is similar to the previous image but advanced slightly in the time. This technique is identical to how the illusion of movement is achieved with television and motion pictures. CGI has undoubtedly changed the world of cinema. Its potential unfolded as the gap between animation and real-life films gets smaller. The blending of fantasy and reality almost seamless. Before CGI, movies would take much longer, cost much more, and lots of variables would dictate whether or not the scene turned out okay. CGI was a true revolution in technology, which consequently changed the movie industry forever. So, next time you watch a movie, appreciate that CGI and take time to enjoy it. CGI has definitely expanded the film industry, so we gotta enjoy what we're given. But let us know your thoughts in the comments section below. What do you think about CGI? Are you a fan of CGI? Are you a fan of movies that use CGI? Or do you feel like it's being used too much? Let us know in the comment section below. And as always, please hit that like and subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like the video. And if you want to support the show, you can buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/cinemagold. Your support helps the channel grow, brings in new content, create new shows, hire writers, hosts, and hopefully one day take this show on the road. It'd be great to have an episode live from CinemaCon. And who knows, with your support, we might be able to make that happen. And another possibility with more money and time is to join forces with other podcast hosts, per se, at CinemaCon, and have one big show and possibly take that on the road as well. But as always, thank you so much for listening and watching. Thank you for your time, and we'll see you next time.